I've had a couple people hit me in the DMs, and if they talking about something, I'll either point them that way, or if he tell me, you know, oh, just say this, and that, and they cool with it, even better. But if not, then, you know, yeah, for the most part, they got to go through that.
Okay. He was telling me, in our interview that we had, he was telling me that, like, there was a point where you left, like, you, like, I guess there was a time, like, the reason why he, like, you know, went to the other side to go mess with Chrisean and stuff was because you left him, he wasn't trying to do it, but he was, because I asked him, why didn't you do this with Jaidyn beforehand? Like, why didn't you start this with him? And he was like, you kind of, like, dipped on him, you didn't want to, like, mess with him no more. So he wouldn't, like,
He's so messy. Basically, I found out I was pregnant with my second child, and he was on bullshit. I don't know, maybe if it was the girl in me that just was like, oh, hell no, I don't know. And there was a lot going on here. Like, we had the restaurant, we had his mom in here. It was just a lot going on, especially, you know, especially like when I'm trying to be grown, and it's just kind of like, and it just wasn't really adding up to me. So I was like, all right, cool. You want to play? Like, I'll show you. It don't, like, this don't phase me. Like, that's cool. If we could sleep in a car, I could sleep in an apartment.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, stop playing with me like that.
Okay.
So basically, I just was like, all right, bet, cool. And then, you know, we got into it even more, and it just like was just like, we was bumping heads at the time. So I was just like, it's cool. You know, obviously you need to worry about you, and I'm gonna go worry about me and the kids, because go and get your bag, and I'm gonna go. You know, be a mom for a little bit.
Seeing how everything played out just now, how does it make you feel, like, just seeing, like, the whole turnaround of, like, him going over there thinking it was great over there, and I guess it wasn't, and now
the grass ain't always greener.
Yeah,
it ain't always bluer on the other side, right? Like,
it ain't that blue over there.
It ain't even like, no, I mean, I'm playing though. I'm playing though. You know, that's how, I mean, sometimes maybe he had to go and test the waters. Maybe I had to go test the waters and see if I liked it like maybe if I had to see if I liked being by myself, or if he liked being whatever. It could have been anybody. It didn't really matter. Maybe he liked that better. I mean, shit, and somehow, some way, God made it come back a 360. I don't know. Yeah, it wasn't like I was like on his tip, like, let's get our family back. You know, it wasn't like that. It was just kind of like,
you just kind of,
what you doing? Oh, you doing? Okay, come on. Like, maybe it'll work. Like, you know, maybe you can help me and I can help you type. Like, shit.
How did this talk of you coming out now to do this MILF music, how did that come about? Were y'all just, how did that meeting come about with y'all?
It's crazy. Nothing, it wasn't even nothing crazy. He just came over one day and we was chilling, like, just really chilling, and I was just like, he was listening to his little shit, showing me shit, and I was just like, shit, maybe I could do it. But really fucking around, like, really was just like, yeah, put me in there, let me see. And he was like, for real? And I'm like, oh shit, damn it. I said, for real. And I was like, yeah, I mean, shit, fuck it. I mean, you know, like, shit, I think you could make me into something. You know, I've always liked the music type thing. I've always watched him do it. I'm just like, shit, maybe if you like to do that, then, you know, maybe I like to do it. Like, and if it works out, it wasn't like it was like no pressure or nothing. He was like, oh, if you want to try, I'll help you. So I was like, I mean, if I'd rather be him helping me than anybody else, or, you know, with the you know, the circumstances, like, I'd rather be him than anybody else helping me.
So y'all were just like, okay, this is what we're doing. Let's hit the studio.
So after that, he was like, okay, I'll set something up. And I was like, okay. A couple weeks go by, then he has some legal bullshit. I can cuss on here, right? I can cuss it. Okay, cool. I was like, shit, wait a minute, I've been cussing, so nah. Okay, so so he had some legal stuff go on. I had picked him up from Vegas. We was driving back, and he was like, let's go to the studio. And I was like, well, shit, I got a babysitter for the night anyway, because I was already supposed to be in Vegas. I was supposed to drive out there, but he was going to stay out. And then he was like, I'm ready to go home. Like, I was like, I feel you. Like, let's just go then. Okay. So then he was like, yeah, let's just go to the studio right now. And it was like 1 in the morning. And I was like, well, I mean, the kids is already probably sleep for real. Like, so let's just go. And we go in there, and it just worked out. And I was like, hey, okay, I can fucking fuck with this. Right. Like, I was fucking with it. And he was fucking with it too, because the next day we barely even slept. We came home like 7 in the morning, slept for like 2 hours, woke up like, let's listen to it. Went in the car. Didn't even listen to it in the house. We went in the car, sat in the car like, okay. Had to pick up the homies like, do you hear this shit? Because I really wanted to hear it, like, their opinion, like, because they will tell me, like, his friends would have told me, all right, this is garbage. Like, so I'm like, okay, let me see what they're going to say. We didn't even tell them it was going to be me or nothing. They thought it was going to be him. Like, oh, we wanted you to hear something. Yeah. We listened to it, and they was like, this you? I was like, yeah, like, what you think? They was like, no, this is cool. And I was like, all right, cool. Then I can fuck with that if it's cool. Like,
I know, I liked the rollout how you came out with that song. Then the second song was like 10 times better. I was like,
you think so?
Yeah, I was like, oh,
Okay.
she's working. I was like, oh, she's getting better. Oh, okay,
good.
hold on.
Okay,
I was like,
shit.
if I gotta watch out for Jaidyn now. Hold on, she's coming with something.
Well, shit, I'm glad.
Yeah, because that's like the second one. I love that one. Workout.
yeah, he had to push me on that one. He had to push me on that one. Because, you know, me, I'm girly, but not that girly. But he was just like, no, you got it. And I was like, all right, let me see what I can pull out my bag. Like,
That's why it was so far. I like that.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
For me anyway, because, you know, he always promised me one thing and then it just turned out to be something else. I'm kind of like in my surreal moment right now.
Yeah.
And I'm in my bag or in my get better moment. Like, so I ain't even thought about it. But I'm probably more than certain he'll probably keep his two situations separate. Just for the better. And I mean, cross that bridge when we get there type
shit.
I mean, yeah, like I'm not like sitting here like, oh, we don't, you know, or I'm gonna set the house on fire. Yeah, like I'm just gonna keep it pushing, keep my movement. My family's cool, my kids are taken care of. I can't really worry about nobody else's situation. You know what I mean? Like, and that's really a bridge that we gotta cross when we get there. And really, it's on his go just because he's the middleman. Type. So
I know his main goal is to obviously have y'all have like some type of like, you know, where you guys are mutual and everything's like at least blended in his eyes. You guys can come together.
Is that what he said?
Is that what you want?
Is that what this motherfucker said?
Yeah, because you know, like I've heard him like say, you know, like I mean, if I need Jaidyn's help to do something with the kids, Jaidyn's can come. Like
that's what he said. He said I was in the shower. That's what he said when I was upstairs. That was crazy. No, I mean, obviously, I'm always the person he can call for help.
You're right.
Put it that way. Yes, I'm always gonna be the person he can call for help. Sometimes do I like what he's asking me for help for? No, I do not, because he's asked me to help him with some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, obviously, I'm not an evil bitch.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, you know, leave nobody outside type. Like,
okay.
But I mean, I'm not looking forward to it, and I'm not. And that's so not the goal. Like that is so not my goal. It's hard enough having two of my own. And I'm surprised that I'm good luck to everybody involved.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. But I mean, obviously, I'm somebody you can call for help. If you even call me for help, like, girl, look, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't even matter. Like, I'm just somebody that was always willing to help somebody. But you know, I mean, that's a bridge you cross me.
Do you ever see yourself coming? Have y'all ever came and sat in one room together? Never, huh? It's never been like that with y'all. Do you ever see it happening ever coming up?
No.
You wouldn't just on some. Oh,
I don't. Well, I don't. No.
For real?
I don't even see it on the board.
Damn. Okay.
For me, anyway. Shit. No.
Just like, nah.
I mean, it's just like it don't sound good. It don't look good.
Okay.
I don't see it.
You're just keeping
I don't see it being good. I don't.
If it was okay, let me check. If it was somebody else, let's say if it was a different type of female that wasn't so like, I guess, so rowdy and drama and bringing, you know, certain things.
See, I'm rowdy and all that too, but it's like there's a respect level obviously that there's involved. If you sign up to be, okay, let me see how I'm gonna put this, because it's like if you sign up to be somebody's number two, you have to realize there's somebody's number one. Whether you like it or not, like, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, and that's how it's gonna be. It's not like I made it up or something, or it's not like I made it this way by myself or something. Like,
exactly.
So I mean, I don't know. That I don't anticipate it being something cool or anything like that. But
you're just gonna focus on you. And
like it's cool. Me and we're cool over here. I don't know. You know.
I heard that. Okay, so usually, because you know, do you mainly keep the relationship with Blue's mom? Like, do you mainly keep it like going? Do you feel like you're the one that mainly keeps it going because of the kids and stuff?
Well, right now, me and her aren't talking. So, I mean, before we was cool, but she just do too much for the internet. Whether, I don't know if it's like she's faking it sometimes or not, and maybe she's saying she is, but like, let's say like she hit me up and she be like, okay, I'm about to be extra for the gram. Okay, that only lasts like 24 hours. Yeah. Like, you know, you don't carry it out for 6 months. Like, okay, now, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, okay, like, what's good? Like, or you can't flip-flop and think that it's okay. Like, and be preaching to me that it's one way. Like, oh, I don't do that. And then it's like, you are doing that, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the internet shit really irritates me, whether it's even him or anybody. Like, I can't do, like, we doing it for the views. Like, for what views? Like, what views? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about? But I mean, we was cool. She was, you know, hanging out with the kids. I don't mind her hanging out with the kids. It's just like, you can't talk bad about the kids or about me and then be like, so when I'm seeing the kids.
That he's not gonna do no lie detector test on you because he just takes your word for it because he's known you for a long time and he just trusts you, right? Would you want to just like low-key like volunteer yourself for one just so we can?
Well, I don't really.
Or you'll be like, I don't care.
Well, I don't really care. Like, it's just kind of like, I feel like it's almost rude, like, to be like,
okay.
you playing with me, like, what was all that for then? Like, what was all this for then? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't really care. It's
Would
not
you
like,
though? Are you,
yeah, like it doesn't bother
never
me.
like denied, like, oh yeah.
No, like it's not like I'm like gonna be like, oh no, like, you know, or come up with a million excuses, like, okay, whatever. But I feel like it's rude, like, you know what I'm saying? That I never gave you like
that reason,
or like the impression like that I'm playing or like, you know, and especially with you doing all that, you gonna text me?
No,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how rude is that? Like, what the fuck? Like,
okay.
But I mean, I ain't scared of shit, but. I mean, that's kind of rude. I mean, it is what it is, but I'm not, you know, appalled to nothing. Like,
okay, for your tape, are we getting a tape soon from you? Like, are you gonna come out with a little like EP or a little like mixtape, something? Or
I mean, I would assume so. I mean, we just been working on like hit by hit, but I would assume so. Probably eventually, for sure. I mean, I think that would probably be the best, right?
You want to start? Are you gonna start performing and stuff? Like, you got that one performance.
So yeah. So the crazy, that's the crazy part is that I did not know that was happening.
So you didn't know you was gonna do that?
No, not at all. Like So he told me, he was like, okay, we're doing a video shoot. Okay, no. He started like, oh, we're going to the Juicy show at the end of the week. I'm like, okay, cool. I already got outfits. Like, I ain't tripping.
Yeah.
We go to the studio the night before we go into that. He like, okay, we're gonna shoot the video. Get some bitches. I'm like, okay, first of all, okay, so that's like too many things at once. Like, let me try to figure this out. So I handle that, and then we get there, we downstairs, and I'm already kind of, this is like some shit that was for him. So then I'm like thinking, like, this is shit I've done for him already. Like, oh, we walked, like, this is all Hollywood shit. Like, I'm looking like, okay, this is cool. I got homegirls with me. He's like, okay, we can go on stage. In my head, still walking up, I'm still not even thinking like this. I'm thinking like, oh, we about to just be like on some like promo shit, like when we walk up there type, like nothing crazy like that. He like, here you go. I'm like, fuck. After I drank Henny and costume because I'm looking like, oh fuck. I'm like, oh, this is about to be a time. Like, and he's just like, yeah, just talking to Mike. You're good. You're so good. I'm like, literally, like, I'm literally the most shy person when it comes to like a crowd. Like, I couldn't even like do a speech that you gave me. Like, what the fuck? I was just like, oh hell no. But all my friends were like, you better go out there. And
like, just show out, just do it.
But y'all know I ain't even like. And so then I was just like, okay, whatever. So I went out there and I was just like, and it was just like such a blur. And all you really see is lights. You don't even hear shit for real. You just see lights and just nothing. Like, oh my God. Like, I was like, okay, well, that was a good first trial run.
Yeah,
know?
that was your
for
first
sure.
show too.
For sure.
Obviously. Do you eventually want to like get like background dancers and the whole 9 yards? You know, make your set look, you know, good. And
yeah,
all that,
of course. And I mean, of course, I would always probably have my like couple homegirls, you know, set and ready, like just to go, because they just, you know, my hype crew. But for sure, I would definitely love to have like a better setup. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
where you're prepared this time.
Shit, that was my first try. Well, let a bitch, you know.
But no, you did great for your first try. Just the pop out alone, just you know, that was all.
And I had to do so much in one day. I was just like, oh my God, like, if y'all knew what I did all day today, okay, like let a bitch live.
Right. Okay, how do you, and on that too, how do you feel about because you're doing great on the negative comments you receive. Every negative comment you receive, in my opinion, you turn it around and laugh in their faces, you throw right back in their faces. So you're doing a great job handling like the negative shit. But how do you feel though? And how do you cope with, like, does he help you, like, you know, Blue, like cope with that and just, you know?
Well, at first, like originally, way back, I was just like, really trying to go back and forth with people. Like, I really was just like, oh, bitch, you can pull up. Like, what are we talking about? Like, are you crazy? And then and then I was just like, okay, maybe I don't need to go back with 10,000 people. Like, I don't got time for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm missing shit. Like, oh no. Like,
it gets to the point.
Yeah,